Sweetheart, Lee is going to get back to therapy. She is going to get better.
This one coming. They're both using swords and also saucepan lids. Are they saucepan lids or shields?
Fresh out of the kitchen, I think.
Yeah, I'd reckon. They get their heads chopped off when they get home. Mum goes to cook the Syrian stew.
What's in Syrian stew, Lou?
Oh, a couple of camels. Wish you wouldn't ask me those intricate questions, Sandy.
I'm sorry, Lou, but look.
Well, you put a lot in and you worked real hard. There were days when you tried, there were days when you start trying to please the crowd when they're unforgiving. There are easier ways to make a living. Well, we've come a long way since the start of things, when we've seen the joy that hard work brings. You've made us cry and you've made us smile. You've hit the front, now it's all worthwhile. 'Cause there's one day in September we want to remember. There isn't any doubting we'll be in there shouting. Football's such a part of this whole town, and we know that you won't let us down.
The Boo She-Thos. The year is 1916. The brave Australian soldiers have just suffered great losses at the famous Battle of Gallipoli. In fact, the troops are so depleted that there are only 3 Australian soldiers left. A small battalion led by the heroic Field Marshal Murray S. Bluey Fury. The stone-hearted British officers, however, still insist on sending the remaining Australians to their deaths.
Major General Arsington to see you, sir.
Major General Arsington? Down here? Send him in. Gee, I wonder what he's doing down here, where it's dark and dingy and evil and not very nice either.
Ah, jolly good day, Bury, old bean. How are you, old brute? Yes, jolly bad mess out there, all those bodies in front of the door. You'd think they moved around the trial.
This is a surprise, sir. What are you doing down here?
Well, I've come to talk to you about some new battle manoeuvres, Bury. I've designed to take the Germans. Yes, we'll beat the bums off those little butters.
Goose. How do you plan to carry out these marvellous manoeuvres, Major General, sir? You wonderful, marvellous figure of a man, you.
Yes, I couldn't agree more, Bury. I've designed to take the Germans in a suicide mission at the She-Thos, that dark, mystic, evil place near Constantinople, where it's neck deep in immorality and evil.
That's marvellous, sir. You're the bravest hero the British Army has ever known. The pride of the fleet is you. You'd sacrifice your life.
I know, Bury, and that's why I'm sending your men into battle.
What you talking about, Major?
Well, of course, Bury. I can't go. I'm needed on the home front, so I can direct the forces to lead the British Army into the rise and the glorious victory, which will be ours when we win this blasted war. And besides, I want to watch.
But my men aren't prepared for battle. They'd be massacred. They'd come back looking like bloodied Swiss cheese.
Look, Bury, having said that, let me say this. Your men are soldiers. This is war, not picnic at Hanging Rock. If they are killed, it will be for their country. They'll be heroes. They'll leave in 1 hour.
1 hour? They won't be prepared for the battle. I wouldn't send dogs out in that crossfire.
I wouldn't send Santa Maria either, but I'm sending your men. But what, mate? What? You have your orders. Good day, Bury.
Yes, sir. How can I do it? How can I send my own men to their deaths? Half of them are like sons to me, and the other half owe me money. Private Joe Bloggs.
Yes, sir.
Could you call the rest of the troop in, please?
Hey, Smithy, Fury wants to see us.
Right, men. Right, men, take a seat. Now, I've got some very important news to tell you. In exactly 1 hour, we've got... Private Bill Smith, answer the door.
Right thing, sir.
Hello, sailor. Son, there's a puff at the door. Don't let him in.
I'm not a puff. I'm a gay Christian. Oh, hello, sailor. I've come to join the army.
You're the sailor, why don't you go and join the Navy?
Because no one wanted to share a cabin with me.
So you want to join the army, eh? Well, I've got the perfect mission for you. Now, if you want to join the Navy, we need some details. What's your name?
Bruce.
Bruce what?
Bruce Bumfrush.
Appropriate name. Now, what was your previous employment before joining the army?
Well, I did shift work.
Oh, shift work. That's interesting. What type of shift work?
Well, I worked late nights and early mornings in St Kilda.
And how did you get all the way from there to Thaboosh Ethos?
Well, you see, I jumped on a big ferry.
Don't you mean a big ferry?
I know what I mean, and boy was he big.
Well, have you had any previous military training?
Well, not really. Oh, but you could say I trained the military.
Oh yeah, how do you mean?
Well, I bastardised army cadets.
Right then, I think we can leave it. Take a seat with the men. Right, now men, tonight we attack. Where? Thaboosh Ethos. Now, this is what happened. Now, this is a map of Turkey. Now the aim, what we have to do, this is Thaboosh Ethos, which is German territory, and we're down here. Now, the aim is to get up to there and catch the evil Nazi leader, Baron von Marat.
I know one of our soldiers was 10 Germans. Do you think 3 is enough?
I know you can do it, man. Now here's what we do. Now, on one side, you got Joe Blow. And on the other side, you got Bill Smith. Now Joe goes round here, Bill goes round here, and Bruce goes up the middle.
What will the weather be like?
Oh, well, now, I'll just come over here. Now that's Australia. Now, it's a bonza day in Sydney today, and it's bottler in Melbourne, and it's yucky in Brisbane, and it's a nice day everywhere except for where it's raining.
But what will the other armed forces be doing?
Oh, now, good question. Now, I'll demonstrate. Now, you get the ships. There's one ship, and the planes come off the ship, and they go down, and they come back, and then they refuel, And then, on the land, well, you get the army and they're fighting with knives and clubs and bows and arrows and axes and knives. Now, the problem is that we're all going to, seeing there's only four of us, we're all up there, and we've got no one back at home. Now, we need some aid to hold the fort.
Whoa, I can give you some aids.
Don't bother, Bruce.
Right, Sarge, when do we leave? Right, Sarge, when do we leave?
Now.
About a minute ago you said 1 hour.
Well, time flies when you're having fun. Anyway, we've only got 10 minutes to do this play. Right. Okay, men. Go for your gum.
Don't you mean my girth?
Come on. This is it. Grab the gun. Right then. Shot!
Brave Australians hold their own for many hours.
Robin Denny saw the passing out parade at Tucker Tunnel. The long night went to bed.
Our 4 brave soldiers are captured and taken to the headquarters of the evil Nazi leader, Baron von Marat, and his crawling, spineless crony, General von Ratburn.
So, we have captured none. We captured 4 Australian soldiers. Very good, von Ratburger.
Yes, sir! Well, you know, the great one is making you so big and strong.
Yeah, General. This is true. More of this. So, Marshal Sergeant, you will tell me all the secrets of the Australian Army. We have ways of making you talk. So, talk to me.
Never.
Talk to me.
No way, no chance, no how, and no further discussion.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Gee, that's what I make Germans like they used to.
Talk to me.
Madam, please don't go, you're so big and strong.
Oh, isn't that von Ratburger? He's such a hunk.
Enough of this. Now, you will tell me all the secrets of the Australian Army, or you will be in more trouble than Moses in the bulrushes on a rainy day. I'll have you.
Well, he's such a brute. I'll have you too, you
Enough of this nonsense, Schweinhund, or I will kill you. Now, talk to me.
Just a brute.
Don't talk to my beauty that way, you nasty person.
What did you say?
Right, stick your hands up, you bum. Wait for the slide. Right, Marat. I'm gonna kill you.
You may kill us, but the fatherland will have the last laugh. Deutschlandina will get you.
pull the other one. It's got bells on it. Really? You should have shown it to me sometime.
You're a dead man, Marat.
What about me?
You too. You're both dead. Right. Right. Get up, men. And you too, Bruce.
Good riddance to them. But what's the Deutschlandina?
Well, that, Deutschlandina, that means German gene. Sounds like an aeroplane or something. It doesn't matter, it's probably just some idle threat.
Oh, come on, fellas, let's go do something.
So now we see three more heroic young men. Well, 3.5 guys. Dying for a cause which meant nothing for them. The capture of the Vu Sheepboss. This play is dedicated to their memory. May they rest in peace. They're already in pieces.
Cracker, who steadies. Too long for Walsh, and a goal. And that's just how Essendon started the first term. They got a goal within 30 seconds. Is this to be the start of the big North Melbourne comeback? The scores now on Sevens Big League. North Melbourne 3-1-19, Essendon 8-2-50.
Good play by Smith on that occasion. And the hand pass comes from McDonald across to Phil Cracker. And the torpedo punt hit too high for Kevin Walsh, but good play by Smith on the wing.
And that was Jim Cracker's first kick for the game, coming up at the 32nd mark of the second quarter. 19-50. Knocked away by Madden, who's had the better of the centre bounces so far, and North get it out of the centre for the second time in a row. Folds and Phil Cracker backing up as Bradbury close to the boundary line, and folds, but it comes back to Phil Cracker. Shrugs one tackle onto Demetriou. Demetriou into the forward pocket. And Walsh safe in defence. Back to centre field. Oh, Keith Gregg playing in front has the mark.
Great mark by Gregg that time. Beautifully placed, Peter.
Yes, good use of the body by the dual Brownlow medalist. Gregg from centre field. Long to fall forward. Plenty of Essendon tall timber down there. Carey claims the mark and in fact has been plated by the umpire. Onto Weston. Watson and Williams. All the W's. That surely is a free kick. He could get booked. The book is coming out. Yes, there's another one up on Monday night, and it is John Law. You might say the letter of the law. And Ian Robinson was in a good position to see that. He was running right to where the ball was coming.
Is he not next Monday night, Pete?
It looks that way, doesn't it, Lou? 2 minutes gone.
And chance now for Merritt to drive the Bombers.
It'll come back to Williams, Lou.
Oh, that's right. Merritt, I think, anticipated a free kick, so Williams got a 15-metre penalty. He's right on the edge of the square out there in the centre wing position. It's 19 points North Melbourne to Western 50 points as William boots the ball over the centre half forward position. Players fly. Staying at the back is Merritt. Glendenning's into his back, but the umpire said call play on. Out it goes to Count. He can't get clear. They're holding on the shoulder. Well, he gave a backhander there. It could be against him. No, the umpire said get back on your mark. Merritt a 15-metre penalty. Now he's pushed Merritt over. He'll take the ball off him.
He loses it now.
He's taken it off him. Well, I think Crazy got the tip the first time he could have lost it. It's Burley's playing the part of Carlton.
That's why he's got his nickname.
Well, it's all right being the tough guy, but you've got to use a lot of discretion when you want to iron these blokes out. Jack Dyer used to say you have to wait a fortnight.
No, he didn't take it off him,
No,
Lou.
he didn't. He might have been lucky, so it's McCann taking the mark. Out it goes to Hodgman. Quickly plays on, boots the ball down there towards Fowles and Cracker. The ball pushed out by McDonald. A chance now for North Melbourne to get further field as we see little Atkins scoot around Duckworth. Right on the boundary line. This is a running shot at goal. And what a kick it is. And it's marked by Smith. Right on the line.
Rain coming down fairly heavy, Lou.
Well, that's a good, that's a big advantage to the Bombers because they've got a good lead at the moment. Smith goes for a short pass. And the mark taken here by Fairley. This will be his first kick for the match.
Could give him a bit of confidence too, Lou.
Well, let's hope it does for the young fella because there's nothing worse playing in a game when you first got a big serious game like that. He's put it through for a goal. So it's 8 goals, 250 Essendon with North Melbourne bouncing back a little bit. 4 goals, 125.
There's still a long way to go, but there's no doubt that kicking a goal would lift the confidence of Ian Fairley, and good play by Smith. He may well have missed. As on replay now, we see Smith take the mark. It could well have been a lovely goal by Atkins, but it still finished up with a goal as we see the short pass coming out to Fairley.
I think Crazy might have been a bit lucky that time, not to have the ball taken away from him, Bob.
I do believe so, Lou.
There he is, old Crazy Horse himself.
25 points the difference. 4.5 minutes have gone in the second quarter of the preliminary final. 52-25. Still the rain falling. Hodgman to full forward or to half forward. Carey is there. Well tackled by Phil Cracker. Umpire calls play on. Cracker putting on an Academy Award performance to try and get a free kick as Nagel goes for the hand pass.
He dived after the ball then.
Yes, pushing the back as seen by the umpire.
Well, free kicks are certainly not going North's way, Pete. You must admit that.
Yes, I'll admit that. Nagel. Carlton and Danaher. No mark eventually. Carlton again. On towards Keith Gregg.
Doing a good job, Carlton, all the same.
Wide towards the right half-forward flank. McCann and Weston are there. Carey comes in, beats both of them. Caught with the ball. Held it a minute. McCann chips it high. Demetriou marks. No.
Yep, it's a mark, Pete.
He's looking for 15-metre penalty.
Yes, I was wondering what the signal was intended to mean. So Andy Demetriou, a long way from goal. He would be 60 metres at least and on the boundary line. But, of course, North kicking with the breeze this quarter, which must be a little bit stronger than we believe. A torpedo punt favoured by that player. Phil Cracker at the back. A good attempt to mark. And it will be a ball up in the goal square, or, in fact, just wide of it.
It's all quiet in the Western front at the moment, Pete.
Insofar as the fisticuffs are concerned, yes, they're playing football now. What a torrid quarter that was.
Essendon have shifted Danaher to centre half forward, Merritt to full forward.
Schimmelbusch a chance, but caught. Looking for a free kick for a high tackle. Asks the question of the umpire. The answer is in the negative. And we'll see a ball up again, almost in the identical position. Still only about 10 metres from goal. It's knocked down to Ezard, who gets offloaded for his trouble. Smith, the chance, close to the boundary line, kicks it in play only just. Nagel thought about tapping it out, but saw the boundary umpire was close by. And once more we'll see a ball up.
Just over the 6.5-minute mark of the second quarter. 8 goals to 50. Essendon and North Melbourne 4-1-25. North Melbourne this quarter kicking with the end that's favoured by the wind. Knocked out by Madden, comes back to Ezard, kicks it off the ground back towards Danner. Certainly a long way away from his position at centre half forward. He must be a little bit concerned, Bob, at the start of this quarter for North Melbourne to move him out there.
It's a bit of a surprising move because he was far too quick for David Dench, and Merritt had kicked 2 goals from centre half forward.
There's Duckworth trying to get clear. It's Hodgman coming out of the pack, having a pot shot at the goals. Has it come around enough, or was it touched? A goal! So they're really bouncing back. That's his first goal, Hodgman. And it's North Melbourne 5-1-31 to Essendon 8-2-50. Now that time, and he'll take the free kick at centre field. It's about the first time that the Bombers have gone into attack for this quarter as the ball goes down there to Van der Haar. And the Flying Dutchman's grabbed it, and he'd be about 55 metres out from goal. A little bit anxious to play on here, but decides to go back for the kick. There it is, it's a long one into the goal square. Merritt battling there, Dempsey gets in the way. Couldn't hold the mark, backing up well as Dench. And Roger Merritt pushed out of the pack by Crazy Horse, using a bit of brute force there. Back it goes, Van der Haar nearly got that mark, he's paying it. That was a great mark, I think I'd have played it too as the ball finally comes over now. A chance for, it's a bit of a scrimmage. Back it goes to Van der Haar, kicked off the ground, it's Danaher. Punched out by Dench, good play. Hazard's kick is smothered, and that's rough and tough football out there as the umpire will bounce the ball. That was...
So a ball up, half forward for Essendon at the 9-minute mark of the second term. A very crowded bounce it will be. Knocked away by Madden, picked up by Hawker. Hawker in towards Merritt. Now who's hanging on to who down there? Yes, Dench was doing that before actually. He's caught you this time, David, because he grabbed Merritt before when Merritt tried to lead. The umpire didn't see it. This time he did, and that's a perfect shot of it. Hanging onto his elbow, and I've got no doubt about that decision at all. So Merritt, with his third kick, had a chance to bring up his third goal. And the move, obviously, of putting him to full forward could pay early dividends. Merritt, some 15 metres out and directly in front of goal, will be a valuable one to Essendon. It looks okay from here. And full points to Roger Merritt, who is the Bombers' leading goal kicker now with 3. And on 7's big lead from the 83 preliminary final, it's 9-2, 56 to 5-1, 31.
So it's certainly one that North Melbourne did not want. They were hopeful, I'm sure, of getting a little bit closer. But just as North, even with the poor first quarter, kicked 2 goals in that first term, we naturally cannot expect Essendon not to get any on the board.
10 minutes gone. 9-2 to 5-1. Knocked away by Dempsey to Atkins, and North get it out of the centre finally, up towards half forward. Oh, great mark by Foles. Foles is at centre half back. Straight down the centre, looking for Van der Haar or King. Neither can take the mark. Roving it well as Abernathy. Into his back apparently is the Essendon rover in Bahaja, and Abernathy to take the free kick at centre field. Towering punt kick, isn't it? Walsh goes to spoil. That's effective. Down to Cracker. Pouncing on it is Merritt. Flicking it out of Hurd. Essendon doing it well now. It comes out to Hawker at half-back, and Hawker clears for the Bombers.
And it's back over the centre field position. Picked up beautifully by Lord. Doing a great job down there at half-back. Punched on again. Grabbed by McCann. A hand pass. That comes out there. A little short pass by Atkins out wide. It's McDonald winning the race there against Walsh. Now it's Carey it is. Carey fumbles. Atkins picks it up, and finally the ball is forced out of bounds. Turf certainly coming up there now, that loose spot over there. Ball pushed out by McDonald. Ross has grabbed that time by Jimmy Cracker. It's holding the ball. And of course, it'll be a free kick to Jimmy Cracker, only about 25 metres out from goal. And a chance to kick his second goal.
That was a beautiful tackle, Luke.
Certainly was. Watch him now. He grabbed the big fellow. He had no hope of getting away from that one, and of course he goes down.
Holden on the ground for North.
Holden on the ground.
I think Holt might have been a blind early in the piece, Peter.
Cracker fires at the goals, but he's off target. They badly needed that one. So just on the 12-minute mark, it's 5 goals, 2-32 North Melbourne to Western, 9-2, 56. There we see Holden. Ball kicked back into play again. Glendenning in the front posse. Smith got his hands but couldn't hold the mark. It's Danaher coming out of the pack, but he's grabbed by Cracker. Back it goes to Phil. He fumbles the ball, but he won't give in. He goes after it again, still trying to get it out. Umpire said hold my man, so things are starting to fall the North Melbourne's way at the moment, and a 15-metre penalty. This brings Phil Cracker right over the centre half forward position, and a chance to drive it deep into attack now. Oh, out of position that time by Duckworth. It's not an easy mark taken there by Welsh. There's Foles on his own out there at half-back. Got the open paddock to run. Better be careful bouncing it out there. It's pretty heavy. The ball off the side of the boot, and there's a good mark taken there by Abernathy on the centre wing position for North Melbourne.
He too goes for a short pass. Looking for and finding Atkins, who plays on. Atkins up to half forward. Dempsey in front and marks.
Well, fairly nearly messed him up too, coming from behind.
Yes, he tried to stop, but he didn't.
On too many occasions, North have had more than one player in the air, and there's not enough talk from the players down on the ground to nominate whichever player should be going for.
Dempsey 45 metres out, but the longest kick in the side. That one looks okay. Well done from Big Gary. Just what North Melbourne needed at the 13-minute mark of the quarter, and the difference once again is 3 goals, 6-2 to 9-2.
So North have come back well in this term, and I do not believe that it is the case of the breeze. It's more a case of more steadying their game. Through the agency of Hodgson, they've gotten the ball out of the centre, something they didn't do in the first quarter.
Second quarter, nearly 14 minutes gone. 3 goals the difference. A centre square infringement. North Melbourne to get the free kick through the agency of Dempsey, who kicked the last goal. That kick's not quite so good, and it falls into the arms of Merv Neagle, who plays on. Neagle from half-back. Looks for Madden. Beautiful pass. Madden at centre wing. Kink making position too long for him. Ramsey is there. The shepherd is from Dench. Plenty of Essendon players. Good tackle by Greg on Hawker. Merritt has shot at goal. He's kicked 3 already. Is that 4? Yes, it is. Great handball by Essendon. 4 goals to Roger Merritt. A fine performance up forward. The difference, again, 4 goals. 62 to 38.
We saw not good defence by North Melbourne there, and we'll watch as the ball goes over the head of Kink. Ramsey, well, should not have lost possession as Kink gives it across to Hawker. The tackle and the hand pass across to Merritt. A wobbly kick, but effective nonetheless. 4 straight for Roger Merritt.
15 minutes gone of the second quarter. 24 points the difference in favour of Essendon. Dempsey against Madden. Dempsey got that one out. Not a good one. Kicked off the ground again. A stack up at centre field. They're all trying to crash their way through the back. And the umpire will ball it up once again in the middle of the ground. The umpire, Robertson, going across to Demetrio to say a few words to him. Of course, Robertson's dressed up for the occasion with his usual finals afro hairdo. Ball pushed out by Madden. Still a scrimmage there, and the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to the Essendon skipper, Terry Danaher, at centre field. A quick hand pass over to Hurd. Left unattended that time. He's got a chance to go for a bit of a gallop. Boots the ball well up towards the full forward position. Oh, he's too strong. Too strong for Carlton that time, Vanderhaar. Went a bit late for the punch, and Vanderhaar's got the chance to kick a goal from about 40 metres out.
It's a lovely mark, that one, Lou.
That's his 5th mark for the match. And when the Flying Dutchman's going, he's a pretty good player, too, as he fires at the goals now. And a great strong mark over the top of Merritt that time was by David Dent. Could be a 15-metre penalty here if he's not careful knocking the ball away like that.
I don't think he's worried that into the ground.
I don't think he is. And, of course, he's kicked 4 goals up to this stage of the match, Merritt. He's been a real good player down there. Oh, great mark. Taken that time by Smith. A quick hand pass to Demetrio. The ball back there. Oh, McDonald Lair-rising a bit that time. Oh, Duckworth was nearly upended by Smith as the ball comes out wide to Carlton. Pushed well away that time by Vanderhaar. Williams goes down. Carlton's there again. Fine play by Carlton as he gets the ball out there to Hodgman. Hodgman at half back goes for a pass. And Cracker nearly got one on the back. It's Jimmy Cracker after